Checking for puddles, nothing. Looks good. No leaking coolant. I think it was just the hose. It needed a little bit of adjustment, and it's all good. And he's got like a BMW 1000cc. The Mayor and another two Mayors are here in front of the R1. If you've seen me riding up Ringillen on the other video with the Skygo Boss 150, you can see the difference a bigger bike makes. At least you can just watch that video and then take a look at this video and see if, to be fair, they both do the same job. One's just a little bit smoother, that's it. So if you're on a budget, the Skygo is astronomically better value from a practical perspective. From an enjoyment and an ease of use perspective, especially going over some of these bumps, and having the power to go a little bit faster than 40, like at will when you need to, then the Dominar is worth it. That, and it's got a slipper clutch. So slipper clutch is awesome because it means when you do fast downshifts going down, you can actually do it fast and it'll be smoother, like it'll smooth it out for you. That's basically the best way I can explain it. Having a slipper clutch is nice. Thankfully it's not a busy time of the day. Got stuck on the gate. Like, see, I'm always looking out for stuff like that, and I was ready to like brake if it jumped over that. If it had cleared that gate, I would have stopped for it. If it dashed out in front of me, and it got stuck on the gate. What the heck? Yeah, I haven't got the muscle memory fully down yet. And one downside, I guess, the only thing I can really complain about is while the bike has a lot of torque and it is powerful, when it gets to these windy bits, see how it's like winding and also inclining, I cannot stay in third for that. It's the same issue I had with the Skygo, is that the windy parts just mess with the gear ratio where you can't maintain a specific gear ratio. Like you want to drop back to the, you want to be on an incline and take the turn, you've got to be in the lower torque gear. And I had the same issue on the Skygo, where upgrading the rear sprocket let me stay in third all the way up, but then I was limited to 40 max speed because of the power of the bike. So with this bike, maybe I could increase the rear sprocket or something, or decrease the front sprocket, but I'll just live with it. I'm happy to just go into second. And I'm under braking anyway, so I can't be revving it hard. Maybe if I took that faster in third, I'd be alright. But you can see here the, see, I'm dropping back to first now. Just because of how sharp that corner is. And now going up in second, this is where I love it. Like, look at this. I'm going 40 already in second, and I can go to third, and it's just taking me. I could go 60 if it wasn't for all the blind corners. I could go 60 here, but I've got to be careful. A dump truck here would be deadly if you take the corner too fast. Especially if they didn't hear you coming. Like, I can beep to try to warn them that I'm coming, but if they don't beep back and they don't hear me, I have to be as close to the edge as possible. incline corner. Even on a highway, if you're a beginner, always be ready to hug, like hug, as in like right on the edge. Because I see people, they leave like a good 3 foot, 2 or 3 foot on to the edge of the road, and you should be ready to hug it. You know, like even if it means going in the ditch, you're better off than getting hit by something.
because I don't want it to be stuck trying to turn it around down there. I'm going to reverse it.
As you can see how it is, like how maneuvering it is, not too bad on a flat surface, but if you don't have much space, turning circle could have been a bit better. Okay. It's actually a pretty steep driveway. That'll do. Gotta straighten it a bit. I'm like holding the brake the whole time, eh? So that's it. See what the just quickly, it's hard to tell here because I am still on a bit of a decline that way, but that's the oil level. It's friggin' high. It's full. And the radiator level is just steady. So that's a good thing. There's an issue with some, like a major defect some bikes have had, where some of the seals allow coolant to mix with the oil. And you can kind of, like, maybe a little bit, if you had like a seal issue, could get in. But if you have a major issue, like a big leak, a big sealing issue, you'd notice the coolant level dropping straight away. So the fact that I can tilt it on a slight decline and it's actually going down under minimum means it's not like, you know. Anyway. Thanks for watching, guys, and yeah, I'll follow up with the old school, you know, I don't know what to call that, bobber. I'll follow up on the video with the Skygo now that I've put it back to stock. Going through that rough road was telling you about, and then compare it. Like, I'll do a ride with this. Basically a loop. It goes to town, like it goes left, back down there somewhere. You go left through the mountains. There's dirt, you know, mixed in with concrete, so it's like concrete, dirt, and then when you finally get back to the main road, you come up through an inland through the steep road. And so I'll do like one run on this bike to show you what it looks like, and then another run on the Dominar. So this is Skygo Bus 150, in case you weren't already aware. And it's still running good, you know, it's still a great bike. Just, it's more, for the value and the price, it would be great if I lived on the highway, and I wouldn't even bother with the Dominar if I was on a highway, flat road. But when I have to come in the Bukid all the time, this thing needs high RPM and high torque and a high, you know, a large sprocket ratio, or short gear ratio to have the torque to carry me and like whatever groceries I was carrying. And it was just stressing the motor. Like, even putting the oil cooler on, I could still smell a hot smell whenever I got home. And my fear was that one day it might overheat, because it felt like it was overheating. The oil cooler definitely helped a lot with that. Like, I never had issues idling after putting the oil cooler on. But it's just, as well, I was limited to about 40. If I needed to go 50 or 60, I couldn't. And yeah, the big bike just feels a lot more stable in that sense. So this bike, you know, it can go 60, and yeah, that, and it's got the radiator, so I don't have to worry as much. Like, even idling, after I get to town, I can kind of idle for a few seconds, not worry that it's going to like cook the motor, because the radiator is actually, you know, keeping it cool. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.